Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to our apostles and elders, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be called Prepare Thy Soul for Temptation, because being in this truth, you're going to catch a lot of hell pretty much. You're going, like it says, like I'm about to go into, it's Sirach. You gotta embrace everything that comes upon you in this truth, because you can't expect to be exalted and to be a high level person in this society. Because being in this truth, we chose to be dead to this world, and being dead to this world and trying to live in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to be tempted more than others and suffer more than others, more than people that are in this world. All right. So this is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right. So when you come to serve the Lord, you're supposed to prepare your soul for all the temptations to face. And I'm gonna go into these two words real quick. For in the etymology for prepare, that means to make ready beforehand. So you're supposed to, before you come in this truth. That's why I say count the cost, whether you have sufficient or enough or not to build your house, because you're supposed to know before you came beforehand, before coming in this truth, what are you going to deal with? You're going to deal with demons messing with you, people in this world messing with you, because the spirit of Satan is on them to just irk you. You might lose your job, you might lose your woman, you might just random stuff might be happening to you. You just got a card, it broke down, you gotta fix this. A week after that, you gotta do this. All these different random things is happening to you that normally doesn't happen to you, because you're trying to do something better than everyone else. You're trying to have yourself to a higher standard, so to speak, when you're trying to come serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because Satan doesn't want that. So now since he see you're trying to do better, now he's going to try to come and tempt you to just give up and go back to being in the world, because everything was more easier, because you wasn't trying to do the right thing. You wasn't trying to do anything. You was just living life, just going with the wind. All right. And temptation, for an etymology on that, it says the act of enticing someone to sin, also an experience or state of being tempted. And being in his flesh, we're always being tempted by the spiritual demon Satan. He's always trying to tempt us to go off and commit wickedness, to basically live in the flesh, walking according to the flesh instead of walking after the spirit. That's why it's always a constant battle, like it says in Ephesians, putting on the whole armor to come against the wiles of the devil. And I'm gonna hit that real quick. Um, I'll finish this word real quick, then hit it. It says an experience or a state of mind being tempted, which is basically what we're always going through in this flesh, because Satan is always trying to tempt us. Because since we're in these bodies, these chains of darkness, we just can't help but go off in this flesh. We can't be 100% perfect, because we're in this flesh at the end of the day. That's why we need those new bodies, to where we'll be perfect. We're made perfect, and the laws are written inside of us, so that we're not going off. All right, and it says, the last part of it says, from the noun action, from past participle stem of temptar, which is to feel or try out, meaning that which tempts a person to sin. And we know that that's Satan tempting us to sin. All right, this is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And the wiles of the devil is the trickeries, man, the deceit. Just like Esau tried to come at everybody and deceive them, make it seem like it's okay to be a faggot. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just his lifestyle. It's okay to eat GMOs. They're actually not bad for you. That's just like Satan. That's why Esau is Satan spiritually. That's his son. But in this world, Satan is always tempting us to try to go off in the flesh, and we can't give into that. All right, and this is back in Sirach. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's right. Like I was saying, you're always going to be, you're tempted every day as soon as you wake up, all the way to the very moment you go to sleep. You're being tempted. And you got to, every last thing that happens to you, you got to always refer back to the scriptures. Make sure you make doing the right thing, meditating in the spirit. All right, walking in the spirit. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Because there's going to be a lot of times of trouble. And we're not even in the ultimate time of trouble, which is Jacob's time of trouble. All right? Because if we're suffering, the things we're suffering now is just making us, just purifying us, making us stronger in the spirit. All right? Matter of fact, yeah, constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's like it says in the scriptures. Be increased at thy last end is when we're receiving the kingdom. Because it says, blessed is he that endureth unto the end. Alright. I'm going to get that real fast. Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So you got to overcome. And you're overcoming this world, man. Overcoming everything in this society. You're enduring and keeping the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai until Yahweh Bashem Yahushai comes and redeems us. And after he does do that, all right, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So after, even though we're suffering all of this right now, we're going to receive something that's so glorious that all of this is just counted as dung, like Paul says. All this is just counted as dung compared to the things that we're going to receive when we're in the kingdom of heaven, man. So everything that we have to go through right now, we should really consider it a light thing. Yet it may not feel that way as you're going through it. When you think about it, though, and actually weigh out what we're going to receive, is you can't even compare it. You can't compare nothing that we're going to, because everything we're going through at the end of the day, we still deserve it for going off. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So it's going to be times where you're at a low point, and you got to embrace that, because everything happens according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because he not the one that he exalts you, he makes you rich, and he could bring you to a low estate at the same time to make you humble. All right. Before honor is humility. So you gotta. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai isn't just gonna have you winning. All right, all the time. There's gonna be times when you're losing. It's balancing out. You had your time when you was doing good, probably getting a lot of money, probably getting a lot of women. doing all these, a lot of stuff, whatever was going good for you, and then you have a time period where everything's going like you're just catching more hell than usual. You like fuck, like just so much stuff going on, so much hell that you catching. You just like damn, like just a couple of weeks ago, I was cool. I was getting this, I was getting that. Now I'm just catching hell left and right. But you gotta just remember, go back to the scriptures, and understand that it's just Yahweh Shem Shai is putting you through the fire right now. Oh, and ultimately it's for a greater purpose. You just don't understand that right now, and in due time it'll be revealed to you. You may be going through hell right now, but then after all that, you're receiving something better. Like he has something that's set up for us to receive. Just like Job, he lost all his family, everything else, cattle, and all that. But then what happened at the end? He was increased. So you gotta have that same faith, like Job did. All right, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we're being tried in the fire right now, while we're living on in this wicked ass society. We're being tried in the fire. So we're not going to be having fun. And we're not even supposed to be having fun. We're supposed to just receive our daily bread and do what we're supposed to do as far as serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and edifying the Akiyam. Anything outside of that is extra. So we're not even supposed to be living it up. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai allows us to have our moments where we do have fun and whatnot. Your little spare downtime moments where you have fun. Yet, ultimately, when you're catching hell and stuff, you can't forget that that's a part of it as well. All right, that's balance, man. And this is get 2 Corinthians. It's 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So even though we suffering, you may get sick, your body might be fucked up, all these different things that's happening to us in the flesh. As far as our outward man perishing, we're renewed in the spirit. Our spirit is made stronger day by day. Because as we catch more, like it said in the scriptures, wisdom, when you increase in wisdom, you increase in sorrow. So as we're trying to increase in knowledge, we're just going to increase in sorrow because now that you're on a higher level, you got higher level demons messing with you. Satan's coming at you harder because you're trying to go harder in the spirit. Satan's trying to come at you harder spiritually to not go harder in the spirit. So you got all these different things going, like coming. That's like it says in Ephesians, we battle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. All right, all this is just for a moment. Because in Peter's, it tells you how one day with the Most High is 1,000 years to us. Really, all this is but a moment that we're going through. It just seems so long because time is slower here. Or not slower here, but time, for us, time is slower here. All right. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So all this that we're going through, it has, like I said earlier, it has a greater purpose behind it. You're suffering and everything in the flesh, yet through suffering. Let me see if I can find that scripture. All right, through suffering. Let me read that again. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So all these things that we suffering, at the end, it has a greater purpose behind it, like I was saying. Because it's like Job. He was suffering. He didn't know what he was going to receive after everything, yet he still kept his integrity and faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and we got to be the same way, whether it's for good or whether it's for evil, as Job said. Because shall we not receive good and evil from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So you got to keep that in mind. All these things that we're seeing right now, all this is temporary. So all this is not even going to be here. This is not even really. This is not even real. All right, we got Esau in rulership right now. All this isn't even real because this is in our kingdom. So this isn't meant for us. Esau's ruling over us. We're still in captivity. So how can you live it up when you're in captivity? We're seeking a kingdom to come, which dwelleth in righteousness. Because we know this place for sure doesn't. With all the wickedness that goes on here. So man, we just keep on enduring and going through that fire, man. Like we're being tried. Every day we're here, we're being tried. All this is just a test. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is testing your faith, testing your character, testing your integrity. Seeing are you going to endure to the end or be another fallout boy like all these other dudes falling out? Are you going to take the affliction and just ride it out and keep enduring? Or are you going to break and give up and just throw that burden off of you, as the scriptures say? And then go back into the world and feel like you took a burden off your shoulder when really now you got more demons on you and you're going to get a worse judgment. Because we out here, the true sincere brothers, we out here to ride it out and endure no matter what we got to face. All right, because we know that this is not our kingdom. So we got to suffer. Yet we know we're going to be rewarded for everything that we're being tried, everything we're being tried for and going through on this side. We're going to be rewarded double, sevenfold in the kingdom. Really, you can't even compare to what we'll receive. So man, just keep enduring, just have that mind frame. Like anytime you catch in hell, hey man, this is what we're supposed to go through when you're in captivity. Just gotta accept it, good and bad. So always keep that in mind, man. And with that, I'm going to give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders. And shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. All right, shalom.